of Institute of Advanced Aesthetics and Health Sciences, which specializes in online education in medical aesthetics. Today, we're going to discuss the brain limbic system. We're going to begin by discussing the hypothalamus, which is the part of the brain that makes up the limbic system. The hypothalamus is located just above the brain stem. It provides communication with the autonomic nervous system and functions, which is our involuntary physiological processes. The hypothalamus also receives regulatory input from the limbic system. The limbic system and the autonomic nervous system interact with each other for the physiological processing of emotion. So what is the autonomic nervous system? It has 3 branches and includes the sympathetic nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system, and the enteric nervous system, which is our gut. And if you look at the image here, the parasympathetic division of the brain is opposite of the sympathetic division. They do opposite things, but they're both part of our involuntary emotions. The brain limbic system, we're going to discuss the parts of the brain today that include the temporal lobe, which is the memory, and the frontal lobe, which is problem solving, word production, and emotion. The brain limbic system is a set of structures in the brain that deal with emotion and memory. It includes the hypothalamus, the thalamus, the amygdala, and the hippocampus. The hypothalamus plays a role in the activation of the sympathetic nervous system, which is involved with emotional reaction. The brain limbic system determines the experience of emotion to be either a pleasant or an unpleasant experience. It also stimulates neurochemicals that cause the activity of the brain to fluctuate. The neurochemicals released in response to stimuli include dopamine, noradrenaline, and serotonin, which I'm sure most of us have heard of some of these. In response to emotional stimuli, the limbic system regulates endocrine function. The endocrine system involves glands, which produce hormones, the hypothalamus, which releases the hormones, and hormones, which regulate metabolism, growth and development, tissue function, sexual function, reproduction, sleep, and mood, among other things. Within the endocrine system, the hypothalamus releases hormones that play a role in a wide range of emotions and helps the body to maintain a state of homeostasis by regulating the autonomic nervous system. So homeostasis is they're trying to balance within the endocrine system. So the hypothalamus works to actually try to balance your hormones. The impact of the limbic system with physical, emotional, mental health include feelings of reward and motivation, emotional responses, the fight or flight, which is our intense emotions, memory, hormones affecting automatic functions, attention, and learning. So these are many of the things that impact the limbic system. Holistic therapies known to work with the human limbic system include acupuncture, essential oils, therapeutic aromatherapy, physical exercise, and vitamins and supplements. In this section, we're going to discuss one of the ways that works with the brain limbic system is essential oils. Essential oils, which I'm sure most of us have heard of, were discovered by a French chemist who accidentally burned his hand while working in the laboratory. When he scalded his hand, he plunged it into a jar containing lavender oil. This not only healed his wounds, but spurred him on to experiment more with essential oils and their therapeutic values. In 1928, he coined the word aromatherapy, and this marked the arrival of what we know today as aromatherapy. Rene Gattefossé is considered as the pioneer of modern aromatherapy. So this science behind essential oils has been around for a long time, for thousands of years, and it still works today with different systems of the body. So what are essential oils? There are secondary metabolites produced by plants for protection against diseases and herbivorous insects. The chemicals in essential oils can interact with the body in several ways. When applied to the skin, essential oils are absorbed through the skin and into the bloodstream, delivering therapeutic effects to organs and systems of the body. Inhaling the aromas from essential oils can stimulate the limbic system, as well as work with various systems of the body for overall health. So the systems of the body that essential oils work with is the autonomic nervous system, which is the limbic and involuntary nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system, which is also part of the limbic system, but it deals with more of emotions. The endocrine system, which is also part of the limbic system, but it deals more with hormones. The immune system, which, as we know, is part of our immunity. And the enteric nervous system, which is also part of the limbic system, but it's also more geared towards the gut, the nervous system in the gut. The endocannabinoid system, which communicates with other physiological systems in the body to create homeostasis, as well as the integumentary system, which is the skin. So in future sessions, training sessions, we can discuss more of the enteric nervous system, which is really big science right now as far as dealing with skin disease and other disease states. And the endocannabinoid system is a phenomenal system that works with all the other systems in the body. And that science was discovered in the mid-90s. So that these are other systems of the body that we can do some webinars on in the future. So what are the benefits of essential oils? Let's start with the brain and the limbic system. Essential oils such as rosemary improves memory and focus. It also improves alertness and the aging brain. It also naturally thickens hair. And as we know, as most of us know, when we get older, everything slows down. The production, the cell communication is less, and is part of the aging process. So to be healthy, we have to kind of work with that and realize that our bodies don't function as they did when they were younger. But rosemary actually improves the aging brain. So a lot of, as you get older, a lot of elderly people, maybe you know somebody who has Alzheimer's, memory loss. Rosemary, essential oils like rosemary can actually work with the limbic system to help improve the aging brain. Essential oils like cedarwood oil also is known to motivate and helps with hyperactivity, such as ADD and ADHD, and vetiver, which helps with focus. Also with the essential oils, it works with the mood, brain, again with the limbic system. As you can see the image on the left, it's the hypothalamus, the amygdala, and the hippocampus, which is the limbic system. So ylang works with depression and lifts the spirits, as well as works well with jasmine oil. Cedarwood, again, helps with motivation. And lavender oil, which many of us have heard of, works with anxiety and also works well with chamomile oil, which is calming not only to the skin, but also calming internally and works with our limbic system. Bergamot works with depression, motivation, and excitement, as well as works well together with ylang. So these are essential oils that can actually help with your mood and relaxation and calming, and they work with your limbic system. Also, benefits of essential oils is the hormones, which again is part of the brain limbic system. Clary sage or sage oil is said to help with PMS or menopause, but what it really does is help balance estrogen levels in the body. And I want to reiterate on this for a minute. Because of our diet, the Western diet, we're eating growth hormones, and estrogen is actually put in our food sources. So there are many people that are dealing with hormone imbalances and abnormal hair growth on their body. early development in young children. And it's because of the high estrogen levels that we are introduced to, and a lot of it's in our food sources. So clary sage and sage oil would help balance those estrogen levels in the body. And you can rub them on your abdomen. You can also rub them on the back of your neck, or inhale them, put them below your nose, but it helps balance estrogen levels in the body. Thyme oil or black cohosh, wild yam, balances progesterone and also nourishes reproductive organs. Many of us have an imbalance in our hormones, estrogen versus progesterone. So these essential oils can help balance that imbalance that most of us deal with. And holy basil also works with hormones, but it's an adaptogen. So it helps adapt with the body. It helps the body deal with stress and cortisol levels, balances melatonin, and supports the adrenal glands. And most of us, as we know, we've had times in our life when we're under stress, and women are more prone to higher cortisol levels than men are. And also when it comes to adrenal gland support, that would be more for your acne client that has a hormonal imbalance, and it deals with the adrenal glands. So holy basil can actually help with that. And also sandalwood helps balance testosterone levels in the body. Other benefits of essential oils is digestive health, which again is the gut is the part of the brain limbic system. Essential oils such as ginger are anti-inflammatory, and peppermint oil supports gut motility and may also help with IBS. And motility is basically the movement of your intestines, of putting gastric juices and food into the body. And sometimes when we get older or we have certain kind of gut issues, the motility slows down. So something like peppermint oil can support gut motility. Fennel is also great for hormones, and it can reduce gas and bloating issues. And chamomile, as most of us know, is calming to the gut and could be used for stomach ache, gastric spasms, and also calming to emotions. So chamomile is not only calming to your emotions, but it also is calming to your gut. The benefits of essential oils, inflammation, and I have many other training sessions on inflammation, but I want to just bring out one point with this slide is inflammation is the #1 cause of aging and disease. It's just that simple. So how do you deal with this inflammation? Because none of us want to age quickly, and we don't want any type of chronic diseases such as cancer or any other type of chronic diseases. So the big thing with trying to be healthy, even when working with your clients, is you want to make sure you take supplements or do things to help reduce the inflammation in your body, and then ultimately the inflammation on the skin. But some of the essential oils that works with inflammation is frankincense, which contains numerous beneficial compounds. Turmeric, which we're hearing a lot about lately, works with cell regeneration and stem cell production. Now, I want to reiterate a little bit here on turmeric. Turmeric is also anti-inflammatory, but turmeric inside can help with cell regeneration and stem cell production. So as we age, our stem cell production is less, our DNA gets less, it gets weakened from replication, and turmeric can help with that. As well as turmeric can help possibly topically with cell regeneration. So when you're doing procedures such as microdermabrasion, chemical peels, any type of cosmetic procedures which stimulates fibroblasts and cell regeneration, turmeric can enhance that, enhance the cell regeneration when you're doing procedures. Helichrysum also works with nerve pain and supports regenerative generation of nerves. Again, that would help more with the brain as well, or even with the spine. this essential oil can help regenerate nerves. Wintergreen we've heard of that, is a natural analgesic and works well with peppermint oil. So you can rub it on if you have some inflammation going on or sore muscles. It actually penetrates the skin and helps with that. And then ginger oil is also anti-inflammatory. So when dealing with your clients, you have to be aware that most of us are inflamed, whether it's our diet or different types of, could be chronic conditions or whatever. So most of us are dealing with inflammation, and inflammation is one of the causes of skin disease. So this is something that you can use essential oils to help you with your clients. Essential oils in the immune system. Thyme oil or thymol is antiviral and antibacterial. Frankincense balances immune responses and can be used to help improve autoimmune disorders, as well as ginger oil for the common cold. It warms the body inside. And clove oil, which is an antioxidant, also warms the body inside when we have a cold, because that's what actually a cold is. Your body is cold inside. So we want to warm it. That's why people recommend warm soup, warm tea, because we want to help with that cold. Orange oil also supports lymphatic drainage and acts as an expectorant. So lymphatic drainage, as you know, if you drain your lymph system, there's different ways, but massage is one of them. It's actually a natural way of detoxifying your body. You're draining the lymphatic system. So these are different oils that we can use to help boost our immune system. And immunity is also another cause of skin disease. Most people that have skin diseases, which are many of us, have a weakened immune system. So that is another cause of skin disease. So the internal causes of skin disease need to be addressed, as well as the external causes, if you want a happy client. And as we all know, the integumentary system is the skin. And geranium is a hydrating oil, as well as myrrh. So you can put it on the skin to hydrate. And also, not just hydrating is good for acne clients, because usually when people have oily skin, it's because they're lacking hydration. And the skin can't make water, so we need to help it hydrate and make some water. So geranium and myrrh oil are good. Also, they could be used to help hydrate the skin after a procedure, such as chemical peels or microdermabrasion, something that can actually dehydrate the skin a little bit. You can put geranium oil or myrrh oil on afterwards, and it's going to help with that hydration when the skin is rejuvenating. And also, cells regenerate better when there's water. So that's the whole goal with all of this, is we want to regenerate the skin, stimulate collagen, make our skin look better. And we have to work with the cells, and the cells need water to regenerate. Tea tree oil is a favorite one of mine. It is antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. It's great for acne and rosacea. Also works well with manuka honey. You can put that on your face. Tea tree oil in clinical studies is known to help with acne and rosacea. It's definitely a natural alternative to reducing bacteria with acne and rosacea, because there is a bacterial component with rosacea as well. And it's a natural way and can also be an alternative to topical or even oral antibiotics. So tea tree oil is a real natural way to work with rosacea and acne. Lavender oil is great for healing wounds and burns. And frankincense evens out skin tone. Now, I want to go back to lavender oil, healing wounds and burns. In this field, in aesthetics, most procedures we're doing is creating a controlled injury to the skin, whether it's laser, microneedling, microdermabrasion, chemical peels. We are literally injuring the skin. So one thing that's missing in the field is cell regeneration. So we're injuring the skin. We put on a moisturizer or sunscreen and send the client home. Well, what about helping the skin heal? Not just doing the peel or the procedure, whatever you're doing, and putting on a sunblock and sending them home. You can send them home with there's some products out there that have regenerating compounds in them that actually have medical science behind them. But in this case, lavender oil can help heal wounds and burns. So when you're doing a chemical peel, you could put on lavender oil right afterwards or sell lavender oil, retail it, because it's going to help the skin heal. And you're going to get much better results when you're using things to help the skin heal after cosmetic procedures. And again, that would be another training session. But tissue regeneration is one thing that's missing in the field, I feel. So there's different things out there that can help the skin heal. And when you're doing that, it's going to also help prevent any type of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. It's going to help with collagen remodeling by helping the skin heal. It's just that simple. Other benefits of essential oils are spiritual. Again, it works with our emotion. Frankincense improves spiritual awareness and enlightenment. It reduces neuroinflammation and has been used in Egyptian and Ayurvedic medicine for thousands of years. Myrrh supports spiritual awareness. Cypress oil, it works good with motivation and the nervous system. And spikenard affects the mood and the mind. So with essential oils, what's great is you can use them topically on the skin. Many of them. I'm not saying 100% of them because I can't really say that right now. But also internally with aromatherapy. So this is essential oils are a very natural and holistic way to deal with your clients in conjunction with whatever else you're already offering in your practice. So we're going to sum it up here with the limbic system and benefits of essential oils. The brain limbic system works with emotions, memory, hormones, the autonomic nervous system, and the enteric nervous system, which is the gut. The benefits of essential oils also have the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier. And I don't know if you really know what the blood-brain barrier is, but it's actually a barrier that is made to protect the brain and has a plasma membrane that only allows it's semi-permeable, but it only allows certain things into the brain and certain things are not allowed to enter the brain. So it's actually there to protect our brain. But also sometimes we need things to go through that blood-brain barrier to help with our brain function, or if you have some type of neurological condition. So vitamin C, ester C is also it's a supplement that goes through the blood-brain barrier. So these are things that we want to go through the blood-brain barrier. And essential oils is one of them. They also increase oxygen to the brain and work as a gland stimulant. They increase secretion of penile pituitary hormone-like substances. They also affect emotions and hormones and work to balance our hormones, which is homeostasis. Essential oils can also be used to reduce stress and anxiety. And I want to just reiterate here for a little bit. One of the causes of inflammation in the body is chronic stress. And sometimes we really can't control the situation we're under. We just have to learn how to deal with it, whatever it is. If it's, some type of situation that's causing chronic stress or anxiety. So when people are under chronic stress or anxiety, you can almost assume that they're very inflamed inside. They have inflammation going on. So working with your clients and working with their skin disease, it's always good to understand that chronic stress causes inflammation, and inflammation is the number one cause of aging and disease, as well as skin disease. So we have to work with our stress levels too with our clients. And I'm not saying we're psychologists or anything, but if you understand the science of essential oils, you can help your clients with different things. And you can, when you do the original consultation, or when they come back, and you should do another consultation, see if there's any changes in their, their health history, because we're always changing. The body's always changing, and we're always changing. So that's why it's good to always do a consultation or go over the health history every time you see your client, not just once in the beginning. Because maybe when they came in the first time, they weren't under stress, but maybe 2 months later, there could be something very detrimental going on in their life that now is causing this anxiety and chronic stress that's leading to their skin condition that they're coming in to see you for. Other benefits of essential oils is they're antiseptic, antimicrobial, they're anti-inflammatory. They can improve the liver and immune function, improve gut health, and also help to reduce the effects of headaches and migraines. And most of all, as we in our field, it can help manage skin conditions internally and externally. I want to end this segment with saying I love NASNPRO because NASNPRO loves education. The Institute of Advanced Aesthetics and Health Sciences offers online science-based education and is excited to have this opportunity to share with NASNPRO professionals. Our educational platform has been reviewed and endorsed by dermatologists and is recognized by industry leaders and scientists known for their outstanding contributions to aesthetic and health sciences. In collaboration with NASNPRO, the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics will be offering a continuum of various short educational presentation to NASNPRO members. I want to thank you for this time. Again, Institute of Advanced Aesthetics and Health Sciences, which specializes in online education in medical aesthetics and health sciences. The online training is available through our website, iaahs.com. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You can email me at iaahs.edu@gmail.com, or you can call me at 828-266-5668. And again, I want to thank you, and I hope you enjoy this presentation.